Welcome back to Aesthetic Nest. Have you ever had that feeling? You come home after a long, overwhelming day, you open your door, and instead of feeling a sense of relief, you're met with stuff. Piles of mail on the counter, coats draped over chairs, surfaces crowded with things you barely even see anymore. It's not messy, necessarily, but it's noisy, and in a smaller space, that noise can feel deafening, can't it? It makes the walls feel like they're closing in. For years, we've been sold this idea of minimalism as the ultimate solution. But when we look at those pristine, all-white, stark interiors, something in us recoils. We think, that's beautiful, but it's not me. It feels like a museum. It feels lonely. Where's the life? Where's the warmth? Where do I put my comfy blanket? What if I told you that you've been sold a lie? What if the true essence of minimalism has nothing to do with austerity and everything to do with intention? What if the goal isn't to create a blank, empty space, but to carefully curate a background of calm so that the things you truly, deeply love, the things that tell your story, can finally shine without competition? Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to you. It should be the gentlest, most welcoming part of your day. It should be a hug in architectural form. And achieving that feeling, especially when square footage is limited, is not about getting rid of everything you own. It's about a thoughtful, loving process of choosing what gets to stay. In this video, we are reclaiming the word minimalism. We are taking it back from the cold, perfectionist images and reinfusing it with warmth, soul, and a lived-in comfort. We're going to talk about how to build a foundation of calm using color, light, and texture. We'll explore how to choose furniture that serves multiple purposes without sacrificing an ounce of style. And most importantly, we'll discuss how to layer in those pieces that scream you, that make your heart feel full without ever tipping the scale back into clutter. So whether you're in a compact apartment, a cozy studio, or just a room that's never quite felt right, consider this your invitation. An invitation to breathe easier, to move more freely, and to build a home that isn't just a place you live, but a place that actively supports and enhances your life. Let's begin. Segment 1. The Philosophy of Warm Minimalism. Let's start by shifting our mindset. Warm minimalism isn't about living with nothing. It's about living with what matters most. It's the art of removing the unnecessary noise so the things you truly love can take center stage. Think of it like editing a photo. You're enhancing the focus and reducing the visual static. In a small space, this is a game changer. Clutter makes a room feel cramped and chaotic. By choosing intention over accumulation, you're not just decorating, you're creating room to breathe. This approach allows us to build a foundation of calm, which we can then layer with texture, life, and soul to make it feel inviting, not sterile. The goal is a home that feels curated, not cold. A reflection of you, not a showroom. Segment 2. Building your foundation. The feeling of your space is built on 3 pillars: color, light, and texture. Forget cold, stark white. Instead, wrap your walls in warm, earthy neutral stink, soft whites with creamy undertones, gentle grays, muted beiges, or even hazy sage. These colors make a space feel expansive yet cozy. Next, become a master of light. Flood the room with natural light using airy curtains, and then layer warm artificial light from multiple sources: floor lamps, table lamps, sconces, to create pools of inviting glow. Finally, and this is the secret weapon, texture. This is what makes a neutral space fascinating. Combine nubby linens, chunky knits, smooth wood, cool stone, and woven baskets. In a minimalist setting, where fewer objects are on display, the texture of each piece tells a story and adds immense warmth underfoot and within reach. Segment 3. Choosing furniture and decor. When selecting furniture, every piece must earn its keep. Prioritize multifunctional items: a storage ottoman that works as a table and extra seating, a sofa bed for guests, or a dining table that doubles as a desk. Choose designs with clean lines and exposed legs to maintain a sense of airiness. Once your key functional pieces are in place, it's time to add soulful layers. Instead of many small decor items, choose 1 or 2 meaningful pieces of art. Let your personality show through well-loved books, a beautiful bowl of fruit, or a thriving green plant. Finally, add the ultimate cozy factor with textiles. A soft throw blanket, linen curtains, and a layered rug. These elements make the space feel lived in and loved, proving that minimalism doesn't mean sacrificing comfort. Segment 4. Applying ideas room by room. Let's see how this works in real rooms. In the living room, opt for a small-scale sofa, a multifunctional coffee table like an ottoman, and closed storage to hide clutter. Define the space with a textured rug and add life with a single large plant. For the bedroom, create a serene retreat with a calming color palette and a bed dressed in layers of different textiles for a luxurious, hotel-like feel. Keep nightstands clear and clutter-free. In a small kitchen dining area, clear counters are king. Use open shelving sparingly for pretty dishes and choose a round table to improve flow. Even a tiny entryway can make a statement with a small shelf for keys, a mirror to reflect light, and a basket for shoes, setting a tone of order right from the front door. Segment 5. Maintaining your space. Creating this space is one thing. Keeping it that way is another. The best tool for maintenance is the one-in-one note rule. Whenever something new comes in, let something else go. This ensures your space never gets overcrowded. Get into the habit of a quick nightly reset, returning items to their designated spots. Every few months, do a gentle edit of your home, asking yourself if everything still serves a purpose or brings joy. Most importantly, give yourself grace. This isn't about perfection. Life gets messy. A warm, minimalist home is simply a calm, easy to reset baseline to return to, a peaceful background that lets your life take center stage. And as we come to a close, I want you to take a mental picture of the feeling we've been talking about. It's not about the specific paint color or the perfect rug. It's about that sense of ease you feel when you walk into a room that is both orderly and inviting. It's the quiet confidence of a space that knows what it is and what it's for, a space that exists not for applause, but for peace. This journey toward a warm, minimalist home isn't a race with a finish line. It's a gentle, ongoing practice of listening to your space and listening to yourself. It's about asking, does this support the life I want to live? It's about giving yourself permission to let go of the things that don't serve you, and to fiercely celebrate the things that do. Some days, your home will look just like these shots. Other days, life will happen, and it will be gloriously, wonderfully lived in. And that is perfectly, absolutely okay. The goal was never perfection. The goal was always peace. I truly hope that this conversation has given you a new lens through which to see your own space, not as a collection of limitations, but as a blank canvas of immense potential. A place where less doesn't mean lacking, but means making room for more of what matters. More joy, more connection, more rest, more you. If a single idea here resonated with you, if it sparked a little bit of excitement or a sense of relief, I would be absolutely honored if you shared that in the comments below. Tell me what your biggest takeaway was. Your stories are the reason I do this. If you'd like to continue this journey together, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss what we explore next. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart, for spending this time with me and investing in the dream of a calmer, more beautiful home. Remember, design is a powerful tool, but the ultimate goal is never just to create a beautiful picture. It's to create a beautiful feeling. Now go and create a home that feels exactly like you.